Digital curation, at its most simple, involves collecting resources that you have found online and storing them online, storing them digitally. So that might mean taking a list of links about a particular topic or subject, say a list of links on how to get your students to use smartphones in a fun way in a class, or a list of links on the current situation in Syria, or a list of links on the European financial crisis. You might collect them in a particular location, maybe on a blog, and perhaps you share them with students or with colleagues who are doing work in the same area. But you don't really do much else with them. And that's a basic type of curation that lots of people will do. At a more developed level, digital curation can involve collecting resources online, but also thinking about those resources, assessing them, commenting on them, reflecting on those resources in a digital format. So you collect those resources, you put them together in a particular place, perhaps on a blog, or on a dedicated curation site like scoop.it, that lets you organize them, archive them, catalog them, comment on them, and share them. In this curation, you think about your resources, you assess them critically. Maybe there are things that you even use in your teaching practice, and then after all of that, you post your ideas on a blog, or on YouTube, or as a podcast, or as on Scoop.it, or somewhere like that. You post your reflections about the ideas, the resources, your experience, and ideally you share what you have curated with the network as a whole, with people that you talk to online. This type of curation is a way of encountering ideas and resources, organising them, and then adapting and understanding them. And it's characterised by reflection. It's a form of reflective learning. It's active, it's critical, and it's a way of owning that material, making it your own. Digital curation is also often public, and it's available to anyone to view. It makes it part and parcel of what a community share with each other. They share their resources, but they also share the things they find, and they share their thoughts about those things, their reflections about those things, their experiences about those things when they adapt them, change them, and use them. And all of that is curated and shared. And because of that, because it's digital, and because it involves sharing, usually over social media, and it involves sourcing and engaging with resources created by other community members who are also digitally curating, it rests on your digital literacy and your degree of reflection, those two things. The better your digital literacy, the more of a network that you can draw resources from and give resources back to for comment on, the easier it is for you to create and share your own digital reflections with that community. They benefit from it, and you benefit from it. And it's this more developed, more reflective idea of digital curation that we will be looking at in the social media toolkit. Using this toolkit, we'll be using social media to help us find resources, to help us find ideas, to help us find people. And then we'll be using a blog that you set up as part of the toolkit to curate the things we find by posting blog entries about the resources that we've chosen, that other people have shared with us, or that we found ourselves. And we'll be sharing what we think about them. We'll be sharing them with people on Twitter. We'll be sharing them with people on the toolkit. I'll be commenting on your blog posts, and you will hopefully be commenting on mine. I'll be writing posts about your thoughts and your reflections and your resources, and you hopefully might share something of mine and might comment on some of my ideas. The idea here is that by curating content in this more developed, more reflective way, We create something new and useful for other people to find, and simultaneously we learn more about the idea and the topic ourselves while doing it. Then when we share it on Twitter, hopefully other people will find what we have curated and posted useful, and they'll add value to our curated resources by commenting on them, by sharing them with other people, by implementing the idea and writing posts about it. Hopefully other people will be sharing in ways that we can benefit from too, as well as them benefiting from our sharing. And it's also part and parcel of how a MOOC happens, how this MOOC happens. Communities of thoughtful practitioners taking the time to carefully curate the things they encounter and then share their more in-depth ideas with each other. And this is a way of engaging and of simultaneously teaching and learning and of developing. The toolkit is designed to give you hands-on experience, hands-on practice in curating digitally, in the tools, in the technologies, in the techniques, and in the knowledge sifting skills. And it's designed to give you support while you're doing that. Please feel free to contact me at any time that you feel that you want help or feedback. Part of the course is going to be us connecting with one another over Twitter. Feel free to contact me if you have an idea to share. You can catch me on Twitter. I'm at Walt Whitman, and you can go to the Contact Me section on the blog to get my email details. During the Twitter section of the Social Media Toolkit, you'll also be connecting with me on Twitter as well. Digital curation is related to digital literacy. People sometimes talk about networks of digital curators, and digital curation is often tied into social media and to blogging. And the social media toolkit will be focusing on digital curation and sharing using Twitter and blogs. The idea is to help you develop your own network, to develop proficiency in your digital literacy, and to give you a hands-on experience of how this might be a beneficial thing to do. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the course.